I want to talk about the giveaway though, because I feel like that is also just a, like, how much does your organization have like their shit together, and how much do they understand the people for which they're talking to? Usually there's towel or shirt giveaway on night one. It's just pretty standard that you're going to get some type of. Now here's my theory, D-Line, and I want to know. I go towel over shirt. I would rather, like, these days people don't want to put on the shirt. Everybody's different sizes. It's very difficult. Are you going to get a shirt that fits? There's that whole thing. But I think there are two ways that I judge a giveaway for these. Number one, most important, does it create the best possible atmosphere for, well, hold on a second, Kale. Does it create the best possible atmosphere for the game so that the fans, so that when the game starts, your fans are at a 10 out of 10 and everything's popping? And then number two, is it something that you feel you will want to keep forever? Like that eventually one day you're going to tell people like, I got that at game 4 of the series, and that was the game that Jokic hit the shot and this or that. And it's like a cool little token that you always have. Those are my two standards for whether or not a giveaway was a success.
Definitely. Will this, like, are you being gifted a piece of garbage? Is this something that you are going to cherish, or is this something you are going to throw into the garbage? If you're creating something that is garbage, what are we doing? You're killing the earth for no good reason. Nobody's excited about it. But there is a little bit of like just keeping pace with the rest of the league, and like because everybody sees it's not just your epic thread of giveaways around the league. Like, people take note of this. The Golden State Warriors, I don't know if you've heard of them before, they worked with a famous designer, a streetwear designer named Benny Gold.
Oh, sorry, who was
Banksy? Benny Gold, the last several years to do like very cool t-shirts, that one for each round. They became like super collectible. They were getting bootlegged, sold in the street. Like, imagine somebody on the street selling you a bootleg Elevate sponsored by Cooney Honda t-shirt. So I think what I'm trying to say is, Nuggets, give me a fucking call. Like, I'll make some goddamn t-shirts for you. Like, hey, what is the problem here?
Do you know how hyped it would be if they actually did reach out to you in that way? Like, you are now famous enough that it would get around of like, did you guys hear? D-Line's creating the towel for game 10 or game 3 or whatever it is.
I won't even charge you. Like, let me do this. This is why I'm here.
The Nuggets have this weird thing though, where like, first of all, they have a ton of turnover in that department, just like with who's marketing and coming up with those decisions. But also they have this weird thing where they like view other media as a competitor or enemy or something, when it's like, no. Hire Eric. Everybody likes him. He makes cool shit.
Us an enemy? Have you listened to like any of our shows for 3 years?
I know. I'm just saying that I'm not saying that it's like in like a nefarious way. I'm just saying for some reason it's like, well, we want to not do this. So yes, they should absolutely hire D-Line to make a shirt or towel or both, as well as, by the way, design like a poster giveaway like Portland used to do. Portland does a good job of the art.
Alec Gwynn makes one of these himself every. Yeah, he makes these for the regular season. Hire Alec Gwynn.
Yeah, bring him into the fold too. Like I said, that's how you appeal to your fan. But that being said, all right, Kale, let's go through. And I gave my rankings online, but I want to hear everybody. We're going to start with the Phoenix Suns. First of all, orange, we know this from Broncos, an absolutely horrendous color unless you are trying to make a really cool arena where everything looks cool. So like orange, that's not a thing you would want in general, but when it becomes a towel for a game, 10 out of 10. I love it. The only problem I have here is sponsor. We all know putting a sponsor on it makes it just a little bit lamer. Their sponsor logo is very, very small. Also, together, kind of a lame tagline. Like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, actually, relentless. A better playoff tagline than together. I will have to say. Also, the sponsor, like, is this a positive or does it turn out to be a negative look for the sponsor having them on this? Because everybody just complains that the sponsor thing is on this in the first place.
It's
negative. It's negative, except for the positive part is it means that the sponsor paid for it to happen.
Right.
So
yeah.
The team, organization likes it quite a bit.
On this.
I prefer. I got to say, I prefer the shirt over the towel. I like the shirt because it colors the entire stadium passively. In a way that's like, the towel is good if things are going well, and then you get the motion, everything's, but that has to be like, if things aren't going well, the towels are not circling, but the entire place would be orange. The whole
I also
time.
throw my towels out, D-Line. I do.
I don't. No, not me. Like if you get a good towel from a playoffs, that's like that goes in either goes on your wall or goes somewhere, but you just keep it. Even if you just put it in a drawer or something, like it's a thing that you kind of pull out and you're like, oh yeah, the rally towel from whatever. Especially
Do you?
I have one. Yes, because I have one. I have one. So
rally towels.
Let's roll to the next one here because this one will change your mind. Look at Memphis. Ain't no blank running in the M. I love it. Also, can we zoom in? This is my favorite detail. I love that it says round 1, game 2. I love that it puts a little mark on there so you know exactly what it came from. So if you ever forget or whatever, you have this as a little memento. This to me is a 10 out of 10 towel, except for the fact that they do have a sports logo or a logo on it, like a sponsor. But I will say, Pinnacle being a double entendre for also meaning like the top is also it works. It's better than the fries or whatever. So I love this.
An idiot for not getting the slogan.
Ain't no running in the M.
They don't run.
They also, as a team, run quite frequently.
I don't get it. Like what?
They don't run from anything.
They don't run from adversity,
okay.
but they do
That's
run a lot of fast
confusing
breaks.
to me. Maybe I'm just stupid though.
But it's just cool. They also all swing it when Whoop That Trick comes on, which is really cool. Like it's freaking awesome.
Dude, their towel should say "Whoop That Trick." This is not a great design, I have to say. I don't appreciate.
I would have
this
gone with
design
a
very
different
much.
slogan, but
Well, the
like
slogan
the
is
design.
one thing. The design for me is exquisitely basic. It's not well balanced. This to me screams in-house design.
All right. It's still cool color. I know that it has a history, that specific color, and I just look, man, they put effort into it. Gold-blooded, cool slogan. Pacers fans not happy because apparently that was one of their slogans this year, but come on, nobody knew that.
nobody cares.
You don't get a slogan if you have that kind of a year.
But here's what I love. These shirts are cool enough that you would actually wear this outside of the arena, in my opinion. Like you would not feel bad wearing this just out to the mall or something, or to the beach or something, like as a shirt that you keep in your rotation. And there's no logo. There's no sponsor. I don't have any idea who sponsored them for this shirt. Love it. Good job, Warriors.
The only issue here is this is a massive step back from what they've done in the past, which was
they have all good shit.
They always have.
When you're a team like the Warriors,
stuff.
you got to save your best for rounds 2 and 3.
That's so true. This was their cheap shirt that they're like, it's the Nuggets, man. We'll just get over to this one quick. But
do you
it's
think
also
that they're talking about?
black.
Does gold-blooded mean that they're causing the Denver Golden Nuggets to bleed all over their court?
Probably.
Okay, cool.
They were accurate.
Do the Warriors actually have that much gold in their uniforms, though? That's the question here.
I don't know. This is a team that reps Oakland on their chest after leaving Oakland dry for San Francisco. So
yeah, also
they're just lying. They just lie.
Gold has nothing.
Yellow blooded doesn't come off the tongue the same. No.
Yeah, yellow liver.
Also, their name is Golden State. Like, come on, of course it works.
That's true.
That's
true.
That's a good point.
That's fair.
That's a valid point.
It's a pretty good point.
We have a Warriors fan in the chat who wishes they made those shirts gold, actually.
You would wear it less, but it would probably look cooler.
In the arena.
But maybe they'll wear that later on. The Celtics here. Let's do what we do.
This sucks ass.
This one sucks. It's a T-shirt. It's white. They're like embarrassed of being green or something. I don't know what it is. It's just a plain white shirt. The writing is in black, which is like, what are we doing here? And let's do what we do, lame. Also, they have a sponsor down there, and come on, man.
Here's the real issue with this.
That is a bottom 5.
But hold on. Here's the real issue with this. Go back up, Kale. The real issue here for let's do what we do and treating the font like that, like they're showing that they disappear in the end. They are slowly disappearing. Let's do what we do, which is just slowly disappear and then vanish at the end of the playoffs.
I want one that says that, and then on the back, it's a picture of Mark Wahlberg throwing rocks at a Vietnamese child.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Wow. Vogt's down so bad. He's like really. He's gonna have to pick his hatred up like so many levels now.
It's only funny because it happened.
Yeah, it did happen. All right, we got a towel here in Miami. I don't understand this design. But Miami is really good. Here's the one thing I'll say. Miami is really good at making things that nobody gets except for people from Miami, and I kind of appreciate that. There might be something to this towel, but to me, it just looks like a shitty towel. Like this just looks like a terrible one with a sponsor on the bottom.
There can't be anything to this towel, Adam.
There could be.
This feels
Let's
like
go Heat
the good people. This feels like the good people at Baptist Health designed this themselves. This doesn't look like the team was involved in any way. This is a terrible towel. This is not a terrible towel like the Steelers who made the towels really popular. This is a horrible towel. It's a terrible design. Does not look like the Heat in any way, shape, or form. This is trash. They've created
also
trash.
When you go white and black. Correct me if I'm wrong, D-Line, but that's probably the cheapest option.
Well, to be fair, they are all the cheapest option. They are all just one color on one color, but white and black feels exquisitely like you just showed up and that was the default.
We're awfully close to getting into the conversation about dye sublimation and other things.
Oh, do you want to go there?
We're really
want about it.
We're only 7 minutes long.
Yeah, let's go. It's the playoffs. Let's go and look at Philadelphia here. They have of course, a blue shirt. They used an Adidas logo. You can go ahead and make those big there, Kale. They used an Adidas logo, which just looks natural. Like all shirts have like a Nike or Adidas, so it fits very nicely. And then, of course, look at this. They have the join or die logo, which is awesome. Philly Unite. I know Philly fans don't like it. They wish it was Philly, but I'm sorry. This is a great shirt.
Great shirt.
Great shirt.
This is a great shirt. I hate this. This is a great shirt.
Yeah, I was ready to hate, but I'm not.
If your sponsor is like Adidas or Nike, like cool, leave that on. It's cool. Those are cool brands that people don't mind. They're naturally fit onto that. The Bucks here, they have built for this. Pretty basic. It's got the outline of Wisconsin, which I feel like is the least cool part about the Bucks. It says playoffs, and then over there it says BMO. Not really that interesting of a towel, but also not the worst because it's pretty simple, and I don't mind this. Almost feels like a towel from like 1992. So in that case, I don't dock it too much.
2 out of 10. This is a 2 out of 10 design. This is a Kale, please start over design.
Here we go to the Dallas Mavericks. Who their slogan for the second year in a row is all in with all.
I feel like every NBA franchise has at one point or another had their slogan as all in. It just kind of gets cycled around.
What's lame is that all in being in Dallas, I feel like it's like the only word there, and they're like, well, we'll just have to go with it. So it's the only word that we can use in this instance. Apparently the shirt is that color, but whoever took the first picture like had a weird filter on it or something, so it's not. I kind of like navy better. I will say bright blue to me is really ugly. Like that's not a shirt I would ever wear in any other context. I would not wear that outside of the arena, so not a big fan.
To me, it's
Adam's cup of tea.
To me, it's too subtle. I like it, but it's the blue on blue is a little too subtle. Like it's fine though. This is like a creative attempt. This is like something that's at least like
an attempt
well thought out. An attempt was made. I don't hate it.
You needed at least one marketing meeting to come up with that.
Yes. They didn't leave it to the sponsor to design the shirt or towel. I will say though, I have to share my screen now because somebody sent me this and it was the greatest. I don't specifically remember this from the Nuggets, but let's see. This is the Nuggets one. Look at the size of the logo relative to the size of Quiznos.
The first thing
you hung their towel up.
They also have Honey Smoked Fish Company, which first of all, Honey Smoked Fish Company is not that big of a brand that they paid that much money for this.
This is the rare double sponsor. You can barely tell what the hell's going on in this. It looks like it's the Quiznos playoff series sponsored by the Nuggets.
The Nuggets logo is the last thing I saw.
It's like you barely see it. You could barely tell who it's for. This is a really bad towel.
Oh my god,
dude! Look, Adam, they agree with you. Look at them proudly displaying this towel with push pins on their wall.
They have it hung up on the wall for that one.
This person is definitely single. Whoever sent this to me, I'm gonna go out on a ledge.
Look at Henry's comment here. It's Nuggets playoff smoked fish Quiznos. That's actually how you read this grammatically. You would read it Nuggets playoff smoked.
No. I would say Quiznos number one.
Well, it drives your
then
attention.
Then Then what would be cooler is if instead of a basketball underneath, if they just like cut through the noise and just made it a swooping sandwich.
Sandwich.
You're hanging out in your buddy's man cave. You're like, wow, dude, you're a really big fan of Quiznos.
Dude, you know what would be dope is if it was a sandwich and it was a meatball sandwich, but the meatballs were basketballs, dude. How dope would that be?
It's our guy Jack. He must have been the one who sent it to me. My towel.
Jack, love it. It's beautiful. Like I hope that
100% ride or die for hanging this on the wall.
Yeah, dude, what a
100% ride
You're
or
a
die
real
for
one,
me.
man.
The realest, dude. I hope that this is hanging up in your main room of your home. Like somebody sees as they arrive, they're like,
You're greeted
Nuggets
by
playoff
Quiznos.
Quiznos.
Is Quiznos even around anymore?
Yes,
I don't-
bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
are?
Come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
Let's
Of
go
course.
together.
What's that?
Let's go together.
You don't like a toasty sub?
I used to love a toasted sub. But that does it for today. We will find out tomorrow. Harrison, I expect an early report. You got to get to the arena early tomorrow so you can check in with a full report. In fact, maybe you could make a little video. We'll play it on the pregame show of exactly going over the Nuggets' towel or shirt. Or do you guys remember last year or 2 years? Last time they had playoffs with fans, they gave us a piece of paper with a hole cut out with a little piece of like plastic that was yellow. And the idea was you're supposed to turn your phone light on and hold it up to the piece of paper. It's officially the worst giveaway I've ever seen.
You didn't even do it right. That's the worst part. What it was a piece of film that you were supposed to take off of the piece of paper and apply over your flash so that all of the camera phones had a yellow tint to them.
That's way too complicated. People only want to have to think about putting on a shirt or waving a towel.
I'm very excited for this year's ballpoint pens, sponsored by Ball Court.
Oh, I love it, dude. I love that. Or just would they just give you an empty can?
Recycle this when you get home.
Who's going to be the sponsor?
Playoffs. The playoff can.
We'll find out tomorrow. All right, everybody, hit that like button on the way out.
Still to our Mazda.